The Research and Development branch of GTI has now staged an all-out open rebellion against the GTA. Terran Command reports that all R&D ships are pulling out of Allied operations and regrouping in Delta Serpentis and Beta Aquila. We suspect that the rebels are setting up rallying points throughout these systems, but they have proven quite adept at evading our efforts to track them down. Fortunately, the intelligence branch of GTI employs the most skilled reconnaissance and espionage operatives in the entire GTA. Scouts from the Soyokaze have located a major rallying point in a remote corner of Delta Serpentis, guarded by none other than the Repulse herself. Command has ordered us to capture the Repulse to determine the full extent of the insurrection. The operation will proceed as follows. A small strike force will arrive to confront the Repulse directly and draw its attention. Meanwhile, Alpha Wing will arrive on the far side of the engagement zone and attempt to slip in undetected. The strike force will attempt to distract the Repulse long enough for you to disable and disarm it. Transports will then arrive to board and capture the ship. In addition to the Repulse, reconnaissance reports several freighters, 3 cruisers, and a large dry dock of unknown configuration. The dry dock is unarmed and should pose no threat, but the other ships must be destroyed. Additional units will be deployed to neutralize these threats, but you may be required to assist them once you have completed your objectives. Vasudan forces will blockade the jump notes to Beta Aquila and Ross 128 to prevent any ships from escaping. Exercise care during this mission, pilots. The Repulse is commanded by Admiral Marcus Glade, the highest-ranking field officer in R&D. You can be sure that he will deploy the most capable forces, including his Loki-class stealth fighters, to defend his position. Although our engineers are searching for a weakness in the Loki stealth technology, their efforts have so far proven unsuccessful. Regardless of the situation, you must do everything in your power to ensure that this mission succeeds. The security of the GTA may depend on it.
Alpha, maintain your present position. Do not engage until ordered.
Admiral Glaive, you and your fleet have been charged with the crime of high treason against the Galactic Terran Alliance. Surrender your vessels, or be destroyed.
You're hardly in a position to be making demands, Captain. Do you really expect us to back down against a mere 2 cruisers?
We have more backup in transit, Admiral. You can save yourself the trouble by powering down now.
Captain, be reasonable. The fleet has been wiped out and we've lost all contact with Earth. Fighting against us is futile.
Surrender or be destroyed. This is your final warning.
I don't have time for this. All fighters, engage and destroy the Allied warships.
The Lokis are breaking off to engage the cruisers. Now's your chance, Alpha. Disable the Repulse before they notice you. Support ship being deployed. First cruiser is down. The Repulse has detected your presence. Pilots, you have 60 seconds to disable its engines before it can jump out. Move it!
complete, sir.
Second cruiser is down. Good work, Alpha. Now deploying Delta and Epsilon wings. All 3 enemy cruisers are down.
Jumping out now. Good luck, pilot.
Enemy wing just arrived. Enemy wing has just arrived.
Roger, sir. On our way.
Heads up, we've got visitors.
Rearming complete, sir.
The Repulse has been disarmed. Excellent work. Our transport will be jumping in momentarily. Keep the area secure from hostile fighters. Enemy wing just arrived.
Initiating docking approach to the Repulse.
Rebel transport with escort has jumped in. They're attacking Lambda 1.
Heads up, we've got visitors.
Pilots, do not let that transport dock with the Repulse. Lambda 1 is down. Pilots, we're deploying a special transport. Clear out those enemy fighters as quickly as possible.
Harness is lambda 2. Initiating docking approach now.
Roger that, sir.
Of missiles. Come. We've secured the dock point, Command. Now boarding the Repulse. Engaging enemy. Squad 1 reporting. Auxiliary systems override successful. All turbo lifts have been locked down. We are now en route to the flight deck.
GTC Lone Wolf now on station, assuming defensive position.
Engaging enemy. We have taken control of the hangar bay, awaiting further orders.
Acknowledged. Now deploying Sigma and Tau wings. I'm on it. Good work, pilots. Our Marines can take it from here. Return to base.
Excellent work, pilots. Our forces executed a clean sweep of the battle area. Despite heavy resistance, we managed to capture the Repulse and destroy its cruiser escort. The Fasudans report that all ships attempting to escape the system were neutralized by the blockades. Unfortunately, we were unable to capture Admiral Glaive himself. While you were distracted by Transport Omega, a single Hermes escape pod left the Repulse's hangar and jumped to an unknown location. Attempts to track the pod have so far proven unsuccessful. However, intelligence believes the interrogation of the Repulse's crew will provide us with sufficient information to plan our next move. At present, we have determined that the Repulse was not rendezvousing at a rallying point as we had initially assumed, but rather guarding a shipyard in the process of being evacuated. Freighters had been moving supplies out of the area for several days, and the dry dock was being rigged to self-destruct. The dry dock itself is something of an enigma. Although it is constructed of standard Polaris modules, no designs exist for a configuration of this size and scope. Scans indicate that the dry dock was recently occupied by a large vessel, but all maintenance and repair records have been erased. Quite what this means at this point is unknown. The command has urged us to continue our investigation with caution.